Very glad to be here. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday we talked a lot about our fact checker. Today we're going to talk more about our lie detector, our contactless polygraph. Just to cover some ground, the judges asked who are our users. This is a sample of the professionals who are using our technology. They are very champions and early adopters. This is some of the academics who want to use our technology to stop disinformation. These are our partners. We're in the running to get 250K grant from NUS to license out more of their deep technologies soon. We already have more than, I think, 5,000 ARR from our new product, even though we just launched it. And B2B, we have Shirley and Som. Shirley exited a B2G company. Som just exited his B2B AI company to help us in this journey. And yesterday we left off with her.
Can you tell us a secret?
So she's caught by surprise, and she has to think of the truth, the lie, and what you're going to believe. And this is generating a lot of cognitive load, which is causing her pupils to dilate.
I don't have many secrets.
Yeah, of course, you know she had a lot of secrets. So, what do you do when people are lying about weapons or mass destruction, or Putin saying that I'm not going to invade Ukraine? So that's very intentional lies, right? Malinformation, which we haven't covered yet. This is our bioengineering product that's been in R&D for about 4 years, and we're going to talk a bit about it. It's to bring a contactless polygraph. I know it's kind of scary. We are 10x less random than the traditional polygraph machine. Wouldn't you prefer that the polygraph machine isn't so random? Yeah, I think we talked to some deep state agents, and they're like, the polygraph machine isn't very good. So this is our journey, we run a lot of experiments. We've talked to all the expert polygraphers in Asia. We're the only polygraph company in Asia. This is our CTO.
Hi, I'm Shahrukh Rashid, the CTO of AI Seer. At AI Seer, we've conducted over 500 experimental sessions, both in lab and live, to deeply explore lie detection. With the help of Dr. Jiamin Bai, we extensively analyzed all the physiological signals, such as electrodermal activity, pupil dilation, facial temperature variations, and heart rate. In our research, we discovered that the pupil dilation, which can be measured contactlessly, and EDA were the most significant physiological markers in a control lab setting. This system is currently being trialed by a police academy close to Japan. But physiological signals are just one piece of the puzzle. Through our extensive review of existing literature and in-house experiments, we identified several behavioral indicators that might further enhance lie detection and allow us to operate on any video. Here is Chris Watts, who tragically killed his family and lied about it, displaying a clear lip press when asked directly about their disappearance. Similarly, actor Andrew Garfield showed a notable lip press when lying about his involvement in the next Spider-Man film. Shoulder shrugs, often indicative of uncertainty or deception. Shoulder shrugs can subtly betray hidden knowledge or dishonesty. Chin raises. Raising the chin can sometimes signal defensiveness. There are countless examples of such indicators showing up in interviews in the wild, and it is not possible for us to find each and every one. That's why we believe in rewarding community contributions. Our award-winning multimedia fact-checker, Factacy.ai, recognized by Time as one of the best inventions of 2024 for our presidential debate fact-checking, which we did live much quicker than other media outlets. Now, this technology isn't just for verifying facts. It's also instrumental in labeling videos, capturing moments of deception by public figures. Our computer vision models allow us to extract high-quality behavioral and physiological signals, and Facticity provides approximate ground truth. That's why we're launching a token designed to compensate users who provide evidence for our fact checker and also helps moderate high-risk fact checks.
Yeah, so we can tell you more about how we are creating the world's best deception detection data set. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Hey, thanks for that, and good to see that again. Today we got to see a little bit more about this deception detector. One question there, I wanted to just understand kind of where you see the business here, what would be your customers. And an additional question I would have, what about AI-generated videos, for example? So one of the things that's really important right now is, can I detect if something has been AI-generated? Is that something you're looking at?
Right, so that's a great question. So we are trying to catch deeply fake people, not deep fakes. But of course, some of our algorithms can do heart rate measurements. So if they look abnormal for a human being, of course we can pick that out. But we are mainly focused on the substance of the content, not the formal appearance of videos. Yeah.
And so who would be your potential customers here, since you need to be physically present to this deception?
So Virtuals is very interested in helping us launch a token. And a lot of people at X want to fact check like whether Elon is intentionally lying and things like that. So you can tag our bot when we have the virtual lie detector up. So you can earn tokens for fact checking Elon when he's spreading fake news on X. So Tim has helped us advertise for these things. The next step is to make it Web3 orientated. So this might be your last chance to invest in us before we go viral in the Web3 world, before Tim and everyone else takes the equity. So Virtuals is, and the Web3 community are very hyped about our agent to fact check anything or lie detect anything on X. Yeah. So that's one angle that we're exploring. But also, as mentioned earlier, we have all those like OSINT people paying us hard cash as well. Yeah.
Hey Dennis, I've got two questions today. So one is, you've presented two products. One is the text-based fact-checking. We saw that yesterday. Today is the human-based deception checking. Is that right? There's two.
Yeah.
Which one do you believe is going to be disruptive?
Of course, lie detection is very disruptive, right? Like, let's say, I fact check, I lie detect Putin saying I'm not going to invade Ukraine. Then, the KGB might come after me tomorrow, right? So, or even before we can do that. So it needs to be decentralized. That's why we're putting the agent on the chain, so that, even if they blow up our office, the thing will still run, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I'd like to talk a little bit more then about this deception checking model, or what's on the back end. So I saw you talked a little bit about the research that you guys are doing. What is the proprietary element?
So our team has Dr. Jiamin Bai, who worked for Silicon Valley Unicorn. You saw Elizabeth Holmes' eyes, right? She's dark blue eyes, whereas with my eyes, they're small, they're black, almost impossible to pick out with an RGB camera. So that's the deep tech we are building. That's the biggest indicator. So the traditional polygraph with the heart rate and respiration doesn't work as well as the pupils.
Yeah, I just want to check on your product, the fact-checking tool. I saw that it was in real time, and how are you sort of? So is there an algorithm that you use, or because you mentioned that you wanted to decentralize it and get humans to fact-check it? So how is this going to be incorporated?
Right, that's a great question. So the humans will deploy our fact checker on X, like they'll tag us like Grok or Perplexity to do a fact check, and then they'll get rewarded for tokens for spreading real news. And then the other part of your question was, sorry.
So you have a real-time fact checker, right? Which I assume that's...
Yeah, and then they label it also. So like if they think the fact check is good, they will add it. So that's a community and data flywheel we're building, and they'll get rewarded for helping us label the data, which is already what's happening on our platform.
Okay, thank you, Dennis.